Hello, and thank you for joining me today at English Fun Academy. I have my heart pointer here to show that I love my students and I love teaching English. All right. So today I'm going to talk about the past simple tense again, and what I'm going to do is talk about how the past simple tense is used. We're going to talk about use number one. So the past simple tense use number one. This is the first one, obviously. That's why it's called use number one. And you use it to describe completed actions. So the past tense is used to describe actions that are completed, that have been completed already. And so again, this is the first usage, the first use of the past simple tense. Describe completed action, something that was completed in the past, and could be indeterminate when in the past, okay? Here are some examples. I went to the store, okay? So obviously, went is the verb, the past tense verb, the past of go. So I went to the store. It's unspecified when you went to the store. You can add more information if you want to clarify when exactly you went to the store if you make a longer sentence. I played tennis yesterday. So I played tennis yesterday. Okay? Played obviously being the verb in this sentence. So I played tennis yesterday. I disliked the film. So obviously disliked is the verb here. And you notice many of the verbs, they have the ed ending sound in the past. That's how regular verbs you form the past tenses with ed. Okay? The next example is I never studied Chinese. I never studied Chinese. Okay? So studied obviously is the verb here, and study is one of those verbs that in the past tense you change the Y to I and add ed, okay, to form the past tense. So I never studied Chinese. Again, describes completed actions, okay? The flowers needed sunlight. So for example, I watered the flowers because they needed sunlight. Maybe they were looking dry or they were looking brown, something like that. So obviously they needed sunlight. So the flowers needed sunlight if they were, wilting or something like that, for example. I stayed inside last night. I stayed inside last night. I didn't go out. I stayed inside last night. So again, stayed is the verb here. Needed is the verb here. Here are two examples just to get off track a little bit here. Stayed. This ed has the da sound, so stayed. And then needed has the id ending sound. So ed has the ed ending sound in the past has three different sounds. It has a da sound. It has a t sound. And then an id sound. So there are basically three sounds. Okay, played, disliked, disliked. Played. So that's a da. This is a t. Disliked. And then needed. Needed is an example of the id sound. Okay, so those are the three different sounds. And then stayed is a da sound. Back to the da sound. Okay, so to go into a little more detail of describing completed actions. So this gives you a little bit more detail. So the past simple, or the simple past, use number one, describes a completed action or event. It describes a completed action. Okay, that's the first one. Describes a completed action. So all of these describe a completed action, something that is finished, obviously. Okay, and the next, clarification detail. Event or action may have happened once, many times, or never happened. Okay. So the event or the action may have happened once, one time, many times, okay, or never happened at all, okay. So I never studied Chinese, okay. So that's an example of something that never happened, or it could be again something you only did one time, or again many times, okay. The last point here is over and finished. So the event or the action is over and finished and is not connected to the present. Okay, there's no connection to the present. So for example, I went to the store. So it's not an ongoing. There's no ongoing connection with the present. I went to the store. It's over and done with. It's a completed action. Bye bye. Okay, it's finished. I played tennis yesterday. I played tennis yesterday. Okay? So there's no connection to now. It has nothing to do with what I'm doing now. It's something that's over and done with. The flowers needed sunlight, so I watered the flowers because they needed sunlight. It's over and done with. There's no connection to the present whatsoever. Over and finished and is not connected to the present. Okay? So this is a very quick lesson. And please go over the examples, watch the video again, and if you have time, watch the video again. Get used to the sentences. It's a fairly straightforward tense. The past simple, the use number one in the past simple. Just remember the different spelling sounds. Obviously, went is an irregular verb in the past tense. Played, disliked. There are some spelling changes again with verbs like studied, okay? And then stayed is again unusual because stay obviously ends in Y, but you just add ED. You don't change Y to I and add ED. So the irregular verbs in the past tense, you just have to get used to them. You just have to get used to how to write them and how to spell them. Okay, so again, those are, just watch this again to get used to use number one. And then in the next video, I'll go on to use number two for the past simple. Okay? So thank you for watching. I really appreciate your patience. And have a wonderful day. And see you next time. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.